DJ, what do you want to do tonight?
Same thing we do every night, Gingy. Try to take over the world!
The Gingy and the Jane, yes, Gingy and the Jane. One is a psycho, the other's insane. One is unusual, the other is delusional. They're Gingy, yes, Gingy and the Jane, 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 Jane.
Narf!
For tonight's plan, Gingy, we shall harness the greatest power on Earth.
You mean the smell of your laundry basket? Narf!
No, Gingy, I mean knowledge and experience. We shall study under a great mentor.
Mentor? You mean the mint monster? You know I'm afraid of monsters, Jane.
Mentor, not mentor. You know, a teacher to guide us on our path to conquest.
Conquest? Is that in South America? I always wanted to see the Eiffel Tower.
I have signed us up for an online webinar. We shall absorb their wisdom and use it to take over the world. It's called World Domination in 3 Easy Steps by Leonard Nimoy.
Leonard Nimoy? Isn't he dead?
Obviously, he faked his death as cover for one of his global domination schemes.
If he wanted cover, why didn't he get a blanket? Ooh, or a Snuggie! Zork!
Quiet, Gingy. It's about to begin.
Greetings. I'm Leonard Nimoylet. Please, sit on my face.
Nimoylet? Is this the World Domination Seminar?
Indeed it is. Please enter your credit card information before we begin.
Yes, of course. Forgive me, Mr. Nimoy.
Nimoylet. I'm using my full name now. It is French.
Yes, you just don't look the way I expected.
You're looking a little flushed.
Sit on my face.
What?
I mean, let us begin.
This is it, Gingy. 3 easy steps from now, we will have the knowledge to take over the world.
The main thing preventing you from global domination is your enemies. If not for their interference, you'd have conquered the world long ago.
He's right, Jane. Water in my butt stops me from being able to do things.
Water in your... Gingy, he said enemy, not enema.
I thought the saying was the enema of my enemy is my friend.
No, it's the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
That's just selfish. It's always enemy, not enemas.
Speaking of enemas, sit on my face.
What?
I mean, the first step towards global domination is to confuse your adversaries.
Confuse your adversaries.
Confuse your ass for berries.
A common way to confuse them is to lull them into a false sense of security by making a random peace offering, much like a Trojan horse.
What's a Trojan horse?
It was a giant wooden horse that had an army hidden inside of it.
An army inside a horse? Oh, that must be why they're called the Navy.
But you don't need a vast army to accomplish this. Allow me to demonstrate. Jane, look to your left. I got you a Snuggie.
Why, thank you, Mr. Nimoylet. That's very generous of you.
Just my way of saying thanks for sitting on my face. I mean, signing up for my webinar. Go ahead and open it.
Oh, very well. I don't think it's my size.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to charge extra for the time you were at the emergency room.
I understand, Mr. Nimoylet. Please proceed.
Now on to my favorite step, number 2.
Okay, number 2.
We're doing number 2.
Once your opponents have been thoroughly confused and distracted, challenge them openly.
Challenge your opponents.
Challenge your oven mitts.
This will frighten your opponent and demoralize them upon your victory. Allow me to demonstrate. Jane, to your left.
Are you challenging me, Mr. Nimoylet? I must warn you, I am a chess champion.
Sit on my face.
What?
Indeed, you may be a champion, but I'm going to show you how even without skill you can use psychological warfare to defeat your opponent. First move is yours.
Very well. Mr. Nemoilet, we've been playing for hours.
Don't worry, I'm still charging you.
I'm about to capture your bishop. Without it, you stand no chance of victory.
I challenge you to proceed.
Very well. Now what?
Look inside the bishop.
You son of a bishop.
It's a good thing we live in Canada, or your medical bill would be through the igloo.
Indeed. I've already wasted enough money on this stupid webinar!
Now I'm going to have to charge you for the time you were at the hospital again. But then we can proceed on to step 3.
Gingy, are you pondering what I'm pondering?
I think so, Jane, but I don't own a selfie stick.
No, Gingy. This is a scam! You're just gonna blow me up again!
Don't you want to know what step 3 is?
I can guess! Does it involve blowing me up?
I promise step 3 does not involve blowing you up.
You swear?
Or your money back.
Or my money back?
Yes.
You solemnly swear that step 3 does not involve blowing me up, or I get my money back. Is that right?
I solemnly swear that step 3 does not involve blowing you up, or I will give you your money back and sit on your face.
What?
I mean my face. You'll sit on my face.
Well, if there are no explosions involved, I guess we can proceed.
Okay. Step 3 is crushing your enemy.
Crushing your enemy.
Crushing your enema.
Now, how do we crush our enemy?
Like this.
Huh. I was wondering why we had a 16-ton safe hanging from the ceiling. Maybe it was just hanging there the whole time, and I just didn't notice it before. But I just wasn't comfortable saying anything about it.
That might have been the worst $10,000 I've ever spent.
You know what? I'm starting to think this guy's full of shit!
And that, my friends, is the end of this lesson. This session has been charged to your credit card. Thank you. I'm Leonard Nemoilet. Sit on my face and prosper.
Gingy, you're gonna have to call a crane to get this safe off me. But make sure it's here before tomorrow night.
Why? What are we gonna do tomorrow night?
Same thing we do every night, Gingy. Try to take over the world!
Gingy, yes, Gingy and the Jane, 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 Jane.
Sit on my face.